Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop for your Sunday afternoon episode of Bob TV. Get that quick fix in. Someone wanted to know, said, Bob, what does jonesing mean? Jonesing means you're going through withdrawals really bad. Like you got the shakes and and you just can't take it no more. But them few places I had to touch up, guys, worked out really well. Okay, but I found another couple of tiny ones. This is probably just being a little over picky, but I want my molds to start out just absolutely perfect. Okay, now I also found a little one in here too. Just a little tiny one. No big deal. You know, this surface coat all patches up real good. The white stuff, the black stuff. And, you know, after it sets up, that first 24 hours, it actually sands kind of easy. And the longer it sits, the harder it gets. Because now it's 2 days old and it's pretty hard to sand. But I want to get this edge, guys, just as smooth as I possibly can. I kind of want to get this done today and then get these molds set aside and let them cure out. It'll probably be a while before I actually lay one up, because I got so much other stuff to do, but it's coming, baby. This mold's going to bust out some baby F4s. Wes wants one real bad. He wants Blue Angels and he wants smoke. That's why I'm putting that tank there. I had a couple questions about the tank, I believe, and I think, about the one-piece swing. Because that's taking up fuel space, you know. A one-piece wing, I don't like one-piece wings because they're so big and bulky. Even the small wing would end up being pretty big. I'd rather haul around them little panels, and it'll end up being lighter in the long run. And guys, I'm going to make this extremely light. You ain't never going to see a jet as light as this one's going to come out right here. And off the shelf retracts, nothing special. And it's going to be an awesome jet. But I want that tank right here. I want my fuel tank right on the CG. I don't want to have to put it forward. If it was a one-piece wing, this fuselage would be a lot smaller. You know, you just get a turbine in there. Now, with the plug-in wings, I can add a big old fuel tank. I can put a gallon of fuel, I think, right here. You know, and it won't be out on the nose, causing a nose-heavy situation. You know, I want this plane to fly good right here. I love these A4s. You know, there's not a lot of them out on the market. You know, Skymasters are so expensive. You know, it's like $6,000-$7,000. You know, by the time you get everything, and it's just way too much. And just not a lot of people make them, and so I love these A4s. My early ducted fan days was on the yellow aircraft A4, and we loved them. I probably built 5 or 6 of them. But what I did is I went over this edge. I want this edge like glass, man, just as smooth as I can possibly get it, smooth and shiny and flat. Okay. And it'll be a lot better. The molds will be easier to clean up. My molds will separate easier because I'm going to have that carbon fiber flashing sticking out everywhere, guys. And the smoother I can get it, the better off we'll be. The parts will trim easier, and they'll go together just perfect. And what I'm sanding off is just like a nano frog hair, man. I mean, it's just not even measurable almost, you know. And so I'm not worried about that. Plus, I'm kind of bringing it out past my bolt holes. You know, so they'll still go together fine. You know, and that my carbon fiber toe is going to be on that ledge anyway, so you know it's going to hold the mold out just a freckle. See how that yellow aircraft is? See that black seam right there? Well, it's put together with carbon toe, and you just pop it out of the mold, trim it off with a razor knife. You know, my old flexible razor knife, the old Balcom blade. I love these knives. This is the smallest one you can get, but I like that flexible blade. You can lay it flat, and they're super sharp. Balcom about fingered himself. but I went over that with 220, and now I'm using 400. This mold wore out 400, so it actually makes it like 800. Then I got some brand new 1200. I'll finish it up with 1200, and then I'll hit it with my buffer and some compound, and this thing will be so smooth and shiny. You can see the metal flakes in it now. You see the metal flakes when you start sanding on it. See them? When you start sanding on it, that's why it's a different color now, but that's not important. Okay, now see, I'm going to do the same thing to this edge. I mean, it's a decent edge, but I want that thing smooth and shiny, polished, and it'll work out a lot better. But I got, see, this is a chip right here. This is about the biggest chip I had. It was small, and I could have got by with not doing nothing. But I went ahead and put some more on there, and now I'll sand it. You will never know. And stuff stays in there good too. It's just, you know, when that stuff's fresh, it's at its most brittle point. Once that stuff sets for 3 or 4 days, it's like steel. That's why this stuff's so much money. But I got these air bubbles because the stuff is so thick. It's a lot thicker than that white stuff. See, this is what I'm using for a block, just a piece of plywood. I don't want to use a rubber pad and end up rounding this edge. But I lost my train of thought. Squeeze something on myself. What I get. Oh, the air bubbles I got. That's why I kind of wanted to use this stuff before I dived into Kevin's wings, you know. And it's really hard to get this stuff. It's so thick. And I've just got to spread it thinner. That first coat's got to be so thin that you don't get air bubbles. You know, and it's actually hard to get this stuff so that thin. It's so thick. Now I'm going to hit it with the 1200. And see, it's cutting. That black stuff, it's cutting. It's going to be smooth, man. And I'll hit it with my buffer. Man, you guys watching that football game today, New England and Houston. Man, Tom Brady's got his job cut out this afternoon. Houston's going out smoking. You gotta put some muscle into this, man. You gotta press hard and get the job done. It's cutting good. And that dude is smooth. It's ready to buff now, man. Now it's ready to hit with some compound. I got two different kinds. I got my Final Cut cleaner. Okay, this cuts. You know, this, we use this first. This cuts. That means it's like sandpaper. It removes material and gets it smooth. And then you hit it with the glaze. And that stuff will just be so smooth and shiny. Won't nothing stick to it. You know? Then we'll wax her up, baby. I just want to get it smooth today. And it's a little easier to do today than if I let it sit for a week. You know, the longer this stuff sets. Once it sets 2 weeks, it's totally cured out. And I know I ain't gonna lay up fuselage in 2 weeks, so I'm gonna get it done. And plus, I bought that black stuff for this jet, and I wanted to make sure I used it. And it has an expiration date. It's only good for a year. You know, that bucket of stuff was $800. And so, I don't want to let it go to waste. That would be the pits, man. You can tell when it starts getting really smooth when you're using this 1200. You can feel it. It starts gliding across like you're sanding on a piece of glass or something. Man, that is smooth. This mold came out awesome. I really can't wait. It's going to put out some baby A4s. It's going to have a nice long life here in the shop. And, the best thing about it is if I crack one up, I can come home and make me another one. These will be easy to lay up, guys. These ain't nothing like no Thunder Chief. I'm going to have a couple pieces of this paper. Be careful with it. Alright, break time. Old Grandpa. Take him a break. Grandpa Ball. Man, I didn't think that day'd ever get here, guys. I'm excited. Plus, I gotta get Bentley one of these A4s before long. I'm gonna buy him a simulator for Christmas. Yeah, Bentley's getting a simulator for Christmas, one of them good ones that you can add planes to, and oh yeah, then I'm gonna start building them this A4, an A4. I figure by the time he's 3, I'm gonna have him flying. So we'll see. You guys will see. You just wait. It's gonna be the youngest RC pilot ever. But I'm gonna sit down and take me a break. I'm gonna get these edges sanded today and get this mold put up and get back to work. Dang it! I'll make y'all lots of videos. So during that slack time, you got to go back and watch some reruns and click on them ads a little bit for old Bob. We'll see you guys back in the shop.